Hi there. So we're gonna once again be doing something creepy and freaky and rolling up some more toilet paper, because that's what we do. We do it to save the planet. So this is like 2021. So once we get going to school again, I'm going to be picking up more rolling papers from the that have not been used completely up by the school. This is so we can because the whole purpose of doing environmental things and living sustainably is to live sustainably. So if you're a college student and you want to save a few pennies and our environment, grab one of your empty rolls, a roll of tape, a sticky of tape, and just connect this roll of film to that roll of film. We're going to be popping on some music too. I have the speaker set up, see? You just grab one end of it and another end, making sure it's nice and square. Throw my fucking fruit up here. There we go. Fruit. A plate of fruit is up here, see? Look. In there somewhere. A roll of plate of fruit that's just going up there, and all this crap on my table. Not that because I'm so busy. I'm so busy with activism these days, you know. And so this is 2000 and 2001. They really punched it chewy. We don't need to turn that on. Again, environmental. We got the sunlight. Still got some precious sunlight there. So no need to. Even though the city of Calgary uses clean gas, it's still gotta dig it out somewhere, right? So this one little square sticky of tape is necessary. Just one tiny square sticky of tape right there on my middle finger, my fucky finger, and you just put it like that. You just put it like that. Just no need to do even two. Just one. One will do. See, nice and tight, up and down, and then you just rip off the tail, extra tail, so he doesn't get. There we go. Fix my cushion here, and then I'm gonna put on some tunes, maybe some Soviet wave music, because I love them Reds, and I have a whole pile of other. I have a whole pile of move the fucking camera here. Yeah, I have a whole pile here, just waiting to go, and some journals there and stuff. Sometimes you can't really make no sudden movements, right? Okay, so let's listen to some music while I see, they're now connected. Now they're nice and even in a straight line. So let's see, Soviet wave. Whenever I'm recording, the computer goes into giggly mood because the computer's getting older now. So sometimes corruption. The computer is getting used. The computer's getting used, and old corruption. So Soviet wave. Music. Oh, that's right. If I start listening to music, I might enact the copyright thing. So let us not record music, and we can just listen to music, royalty free, right? There we go, royalty free. No copyright music. Infinity Soviet wave. There we go. No copyright music. I can throw away this. Can throw this silly thing away. My I had a wonderful dream with my friend Alex. We were both... I don't know what we were doing in my dream. But it's another one of those colorful dreams. I love vivid dreams. I love colorful dreams. One of these days we're going to create a way to research the mind and dreams and enter new terra, according to Morg. And I will expect to increase my mind by consuming more ephenogens and other psychedelic ephenogens to kind of spiritually open myself up. Please.
The weather for Los Angeles, well, we're going to have some of that low songs during the late night through the weekend.
Music going for us.
During the afternoon, and a little bit cooler. The overnight lows in the upper 50s with the expected high tomorrow in the mid 70s.
Already the name of the music in the video.
76 in Burbank,
let's get sure
and
nice and smooth.
and at the Pacific Center, 70 degrees. That's 21 Celsius. Listen to on
this is something you listen to on what's that thing called Grand Theft Auto, the 80s one, the one that you're Vice City. There we go. Nice. I just called in to Calgary Transit to kind of replace their recycling bins. The recycling bin. In the outside container, the shell of the bins. They kind of called them up to replace that. So that's what you can do. Still doing that kind of thing. I plan to call the drug club soon so I can volunteer with them or something with them. Maybe volunteer over at the volunteer work over at the as a helper. While I work as my real job too. And study. Courses. I intend to make Calgary recover or become more resilient, more resistant to the fatalities of its current drug epidemic. Actually, it should be called profit because ultimately there is a gain. Perhaps not you a financial gain or the organization financial gain. I love that. It's like an ancient 80s funk kind of radio kind of traffic caller. That guy is long retired by now. He's even to the 90s is 10 years, so that's quite a lot of work in 10 decades. It's amazing, what professionals do, what workers do, fellow workers do in 10 years. Build all this, for example. Try to preserve resources to kind of ensure that their sacrifices are worth it. That we actually create a society that's not so wasteful, that's very functional. That's why I pick up trash out in the litter. So I pick it on a gross person level. Fuck you, I'm trying to keep things working. Soon the school will open up, soon BBC will open up again. Although me and my classmates are no longer BBC students, with the exception of him, the other way. We plan to, with the exception of the other M, we plan to do something. We plan to go back to serving the unique kind being sage rulers. I cannot film sage though. I cannot film that because that's a sacred thing. Indigenous are kind of iffy about photographs. They prefer to think things from a spiritual or physical eye. They prefer to see things with their spiritual and physical eyes. Wow. I didn't even realize that the camera was this grainy. I don't know what's wrong. The camera did not get this grainy. Maybe it's lost a lot. Maybe over the years it's lost its integrity. Cinematic integrity. I will also kind of watch some movies, COVID movies, or COVID era movies. I have a first shot, and I have a mask on, so I should be okay. Got some dim sum over at Tins. Sometimes you need to need time out for yourself. Yeah. So before I start hanging out with my friends again, doing self-care with them. Me and Mimi usually do the paying for the meals, because it's self-care. It's a cultural thing too. Chinese usually like to pay for friends' stuff. Sometimes we can fight over it. So my particular tactic when that happens is I say, I'm going to the washroom, and then yoink, and then I'm like, I'm the last to hold the bill, right? I'm like going, I'm going to go to the washroom after people, forget about it, and then we take turns though. So, me and Mimi, we also eat with friends who sometimes might not be without means because they're students still, right? So if me and Mimi have to have the means, then we should be able to do the sharing. Besides, everyone shares in the group in their unique ways. So that's a really thick guy there. It's already so this is good to go. Holy poly's good to go there. Now we're gonna grab another one of these empty ones. Grab another one of these rolls. Then we're gonna grab another roll of tape here, and the process, so forth and so forth. Now we're gonna put this through. When I have my own household, I'm going to be extremely recyclable. For example, reusable pens, reusable pencils, environmental pencils. In the 90s, there used to be a big move for environmental stuff. They used to create environmental paper, and those little gray ones, those things are really flimsy, but they're okay. I mean, I'd use them. I also use fresh paper too. I use a lot of paper. In fact, you see a pencil piece there, and there's like 5 different stacks of paper. I have a weird way of learning where I must write down everything. I've got a lot of paper, but I will be switching to the stylus pad soon. You know, you can hold literally billions of pieces of paper in 1 gigabyte, billions of pieces of paper. So all you need is a little sticky pen. So I'm gonna try using one of those. I anticipate there's going to be a not a totally entirely green world. We still need we still need some paper. So this is to a different song. I hope this is I hope this is royalty free music as well. Got a little bit of a. That's the thing too. This cotton paper is made out of cotton fibers to give it its strength. So this is cotton plus paper mache to make the paper. So a lot of the fuzz you get to breathe it in still. I don't want to do that because this is commercialized. So paper fun. Let me study things. Soviet wave music. I'm just playing it. This is playing this off YouTube here. I haven't really mastered. I haven't really mastered. Oh, here we got Garen. Well, I don't know. I don't know if this is really royalty free. I'm hoping it's royalty free. Soviet wave. Ay. The computer keyboard right here is at a different angle. I have to. Soviet wave royalty. Old Soviet wave apartments. Oh. In the 80s, you know, I did a lot of camping and scouts and stuff, and you know, they had lots of old buildings from the 50s and 60s and 70s that were also old and dilapidated or also new. You know, sometimes even in the industrial park areas, you still have old buildings that are from the 80s, and they're still very usable. They're from this timeline. In fact, I'm thinking of getting to the point where I can use one as one of the offices that my dad rented out. I grew up in that office actually, so these are my headquarters for my eventual assaulting on poverty that's holding the Evangelians and the Hungarians back, aka creating a charity foundation with the bling I make from work. And I plan to hold 2 jobs actually. I'm going to try and lose all this weight. I'm at 275 now, so my intention is to lose all this weight and kind of my intention is to lose this weight and make this nice and square. The intention is to lose all this weight and join 2 jobs. I think I'm working as a trying to join the Navy Reserve at least. I want to at least experience somewhat of that life, you know. Regimented, scout-like, teamwork, being part of something. But like that requires me to go back to school, taking out my Math 10. But the thing is, Math 10 can possibly lead to Math 10 can possibly lead to higher levels of mathematics where I need to enter the master's unit, master's level, where I can actually turn all these research into scientific fact about, especially about the humanities, because humans are so unprovable. We are emotionally bound, as I've often say, but our emotions are, especially our neural, our mind, our physiological, our psychological, psychological behaviors can explain a lot of stuff. But we have to use science to prove what temper tantrum is, what trauma is, what malfunctions are, the reason why we are engaged in addictions and stuff. Science, even science can prove psychosomatic experiences, spiritual experiences, you know. How can you quantify music? Sonic vibrations, or you know, how our music appreciation? How do we quantify that? We say, "Ooh, that sounds nice." This actually so way closer. Why does synth music sound so melodious? So once again, we take another square piece here, and we're going to attach these two tails together. I bet this can save a bunch of trees too. Saving a bunch of trees, that's what we do. Ensure that every life we gain, we make more gain than take. Because I like living in this modern world, modern world. I also like living in the natural world too, the organic world, the world of green. Touches the wrong end. So let's see here. Sounds like if Miami Vice was made by Reds. Moscow Vice. Actually, people in the West actually did love a lot. People in Europe, especially East Europe, did love a lot of American shows in the 80s. My friend in the 90s knew of the A-Team actually, because it was like still part of the Cold War era. I like synthwave. It's like a bunch of nerds got together in the science class and made some really good music. And 80s, well, 80s in Edmonton. That's a good question. I'm actually doing this as a live chat too, so people actually rolling me, asking questions while I'm rolling toilet paper. What a time to be alive. Rolling toilet paper, being environmental. What a day to be alive. What a time to be alive, right? But the economic troubles of COVID really brings home the idea that you gotta be 50, you gotta be very 50. It's the right word for it. Which was nice and tight and stuff. Loose ends. So the 80s, funny hair, the emergence of the digital, the early stages of the internet. Just watch *Halt and Catch Fire* for an example of this kind of era. The golden age of video games. I see you're a fan of a Blackbird. They created a VR. They created a VR thing and created a simulated sound called San Junipero, the 80s, like the Long Beach area, a Long Beach community kind of thing in the 80s. As for myself, not quite. I lived in the poor part of the world. I lived in Edmonton. And the thing is, Edmonton at the time was really booming. West Edmonton Mall was actually they tried to really make it state of the art. It had digitized like everything was really state of the art. They really went out of their way to make the super mall. And in the 90s, of course, opulence gave way to thrift and stuff. But they had these Rube Goldberg kind of sculptures. They had a submarine there. They had really specialized restaurants. One that served bananas all the time. Those cargo thing, and they had it was big, and they, of course there's still shopping. It was a shopping mall, but it was unique because West Edmonton Mall actually had a West Edmonton Mall actually had a entertainment complex, and I'm going to be sending my friend there. Sending my friend up there to visit there. Visit up there during during his 40th birthday. So I'm going to save up for that. And, I treat my friends well. It's not spending money on them. It's having a good time. It's doing something pleasurable. It's having a good time. Just enjoying what little time we have. Communications we have and fun shit we do. Well, it's also a lot of work too. Working with them on projects, and that's why retirement is post-retirement is the most depressing time of the year, actually. So you don't get to hang out with your friends. They move on with their lives eventually in a few years. Like my mom, she retired from Shaw Cable. She retired from Shaw. My mom retired from Shaw about a few years ago, so basically trying to keep all of her machinery alive so she can enjoy her retirement years consequence free, and vacation. She goes on vacations a lot. So my idea of a vacation is to make sure that I like the numbers. Although I suck at math, I'm a big numbers guy. 1, 2 units of those, saving the papers, and I like stuff, physical stuff that I create too. This is gonna be touching my ass, but it's my ass. It's my toilet paper. It's something that I created. Customized. This is like This looks so weird. So I just anticipate I'll be grabbing some more of these during my time at I'm not a BBC student anymore, but I am at Athabasca. They're out in the same building, so more Soviet wave here. This is the life. Listen to some Soviet wave music, some trip-hop music, and just for the next flurry of studying happens again. This time it's going to be a flurry of work too, because I'm going to be working with volunteers. I got to do production. It's the production. Every time you learn something, it's the production phase. So I'm grabbing another roll from the bummy wrap pile over there. Once again, make sure that they're both the same direction. Both going on that direction like that. Flat on the ground so I can roll it, right? I'm believing that Montreal is getting their asses kicked right now, so let's go check those scores. Maybe they're actually doing pretty well. It's actually a nice little bar. Where are these buildings though? I would actually like to live in Soviet Russia. Soviet Russia, in one of these small cities, very cool school there. The power is shifting towards the east again. It's actual solid. It's actual solid power. It's not some kind of code-based bubbles that you can have. Now it's Russia's turn. They did a lot of hard. They suffered a lot. They worked their asses off and made their countries work. With strong leadership. And China the same. But even that empire will collapse. Even post-Putin Russia will collapse as well. We don't know. I'm not sure what will take over. Maybe it's ecological empire. Maybe the trees gain sentience. They become. They're given not the taker trees, so the giving trees. Rolls in surplus right now, so no, one roll in surplus right now, so maybe this is the third. Montreal is ahead by 1 point, but it's the second period, so we don't know. Maybe Tampa Bay Lightning might decide to sneak up and do something weird. Maybe Montreal might decide to fight back after this 3-game deficit. It's a best of 7, so it's best of 7. So the game is best of 7. So game is best of 7, and therefore this is a pretty trippy song. This is the Gagarin song. It sounds like a Gagarin song. What do I do with my graduates? I know because at graduate level you're expected to use your skills to move us forward, society forward, or research some more. PhD level, master, doctorate level, you're supposed to be the teacher, the thinker. So if you get to the next level, thinking of, like I said, my postgraduate thesis is setting up a smart group, setting up a few smart groups and working for that until I can create until that particular group becomes self-sufficient, and it becomes self-sufficient and it starts training its own cadre of the Great Recovery Army. See how people might think is that they're doing these weird things. It actually helps me focus, it gives the forward momentum, the training momentum of doing stuff. So once again, I'm grabbing another piece of felt paper there. So I'm going to be rolling that into here. Maybe I'll save some for the last roll here. So this too. I was humming these songs during the Ultra Space Summer earlier last month. I was humming these kind of songs actually. Kind of space songs, thinking and fantasizing that as I'm recycling, that the aluminum will actually be sent to something, sent to a smelter that recycles it into something useful, something instead of another can. But another can don't have to be until they can figure out more ecological containers. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be excellent if we get more of these rollies again. And this time, I'm running out of garage space to store the bottles. So because of I've been storing the bottle. My mom says that I can't collect any more bottles because I'm coughing too much. It's too much. I'm being too gross. I'm too coughing too much. So she wants me to stop collecting the bottles like mad, and as such, stop collecting the bottles as madly collecting the bottles, stop collecting the bottles like mad, and stop coughing like mad. So. because it's also COVID bottles, it touches people's mouths, right? So, but I wear my mask, I wear my gloves, I keep everything superficial and super fantastically clean. Clean everything, and I keep everything extremely clean and sanitized in here. See, some tree gave their life, you know. Some giving tree gave their life for this material, and goddamn, I will be using it. Besides, as indigenous and as naturalists animists say, everything is a life force. Whether it be this plastic thing with my shirt, with my bones, my knuckles. This leather chair, this metal leather chair, these leather, not leather, but these metal metallic tables here, such as a wooden table and it's falling apart. It's all about keeping things alive and keeping going as long as possible. For the ghost of that particular spatial item goes away forever. Basically preserve things. Coco, the film, the cartoon Coco actually covers this topic. You know, you die a first death, then you are metabolized. Your body is by nature, and your essence is metabolized a third time into the great unknown abyss, the universe, before you're recycled. You as in your particular you is your particular identity. So identity is precious because it's you. Your unique particular arrangement of neurological learnings and teachings, stuff that make you you. I mean, everyone is their own unit, as a subunit, a subculture. Everyone's a unique subculture from the larger culture. Although we're also supposed to conform to function in society, we also have our own unique approaches to society, our unique recipes in life, food, and our unique particular taste. Who else rose toilet paper? Like I said, I learned skills in environmental. It's intro to environmentalism. It's one of those courses you take for credit. That's like many years ago. It's like about 2015, so it's 6 years ago. I'm wondering if they're still teaching it. Perhaps I should take the plunge and take that course again, just for laughs, you know. Maybe I should return the book about Royal College as a triumph. General science studies. Like Pierce character or the Leonard character. I should just let sleeping dogs lie and forget all about Royal. I was thinking of actually heading up to Edmonton, just work there for a few years. A project up there for a few years. But then I have to leave my kids, though. I don't want to leave my kids. Joining the Social Works College, Social Professional Bodies College, contributing to the grander science of things there as a follower, I would also like to dedicate my career to reducing suicides, or maybe even helping out the John Power Society, maybe as a peer tutor to help students who are in college. I thoroughly enjoyed that experience. I did this for free, just to a bunch of students who were recovering from who were about to be kicked out. Some Indigenous students. Men students who are being about to be kicked out of the program because they are lacking the grades necessary to academically continue. And therefore, their dreams would have been evaporated. Their dreams of better earning, of being a healer in the culture, because they work so hard healing themselves, recovering from whatever. I can't say what they recovered. They recovered from some traumas. Some traumatic experiences, and from abuse, substance abuse, right? So they're recovering. They're doing very, very well. They're doing very, very heroically well. They're doing extremely heroically well. But so thus they were able to. They were able to get housing and get a job again, and get their lives back in order. And one particular one of the people I helped got in touch with his kids again. The two of us got in touch with his daughters again. So that was just golden. They got in touch with their daughter again. So I kind of helped them recover, and I kind of figured out that I actually enjoyed that kind of work. And it appealed to me, because people then ask, why is it appeal to me? Because I feel useful. I mean, this may sound like the flakiest of all answers, but it's maybe it's destiny, It's a destiny kind of thing. One of them ended up becoming a counselor of a group called the 60 Warriors, alcohol men's recovery group, and I'm not sure if he's still out there, but he works there. That's his job. So, and he's able to be the main counselor there, and hopefully that'll provide the resources needed to help the community recover from this unprecedented, demonic, dark times of their history. Their legendary dark times, their Magapatus spirit, the dark spirit. I mean, I am pretty much a dark spirit's opponent in this case. It's like total Turok shit. It's crazy Turok stuff, kind of crazy legendary stuff. I know, I'm making a big deal out of it, but I got integrated into that saga kind of culture, that oratorical saga culture of religion, also Chinese culture as well. mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a profession, it's a job. You're doing a job very well. Albertan taxpayers are doing this job to help fellow Albertan Indigenous people, or Albertan taxpayer people recover, fellow humans recover. So I like to focus my attention on them. If I'm lucky enough, if I have enough resources, I definitely try to make some extra living space in my own home. However, this may be tricky because you're living an unknown person in the house, but just another border, super duper subsidized rent, because the whole point is for them to gain money, get the resources needed, to accumulate the resources, accumulate the skills needed to push them out of this toxic, the microcosmic bubble may be toxic, so they have to push themselves out of this shell and into the outer environment. But that's very vulnerable. You're exposed into a very toxic world. They have to learn how to manage things. So they have to learn these skills again of living, of dehumanizing things happen to them in the outside world. They have to be exposed to again. So they need to learn how to navigate these obstacles that have been put into them, the environment put into the government, life, the horrors they've seen. I have not seen the horrors they have seen, so I cannot comment on what they're experiencing. But I can only imagine the fraction of what kind of terrors they have seen that has caused them to engage in anti-interest, their behaviors that is anti their interest. You can only imagine what it may feel like to have your child taken away that you spent 9 years incubating, spiritually nurturing inside of you. One flesh to one flesh. Your flesh, your mother's flesh touches that fetus flesh, nurturing it into this world, making a environment, a biological environment, the womb, the sac, and all this embryonic fluids and stuff. It's its own universe inside. It's its own environment. Of course, 9 months later, they pop the baby out. But that's unique. A unique environment. Or even the environment of the ovum, or the thicum, the scrotum, the ovum, where it creates these machines, these biological machines, that itself is an environment in itself. It may sound like I sound venerable about the whole life thing, but I'm very much pro-choice. So I'm trying to create some kind of a system where there's more support for those who do to choose to keep that 9-month environment, 9-month universe of body cells alive. Body cells alive into this world, and who knows what kind of communications that interactions that person has. Whether it's going to be painful, this is human. It's going to be it's a tragic comedy. It's a tragic comedy. Life is a tragic comedy. So someone asked here, I can't remember, someone's asking about what is my view towards Indigenous. Well, as I mentioned before, I'm a very pro-Indigenous person. I intend to get connected with the Indigenous gathering space. Devote some of my time on this planet to that project, as well as devoting lots of other projects. But I gotta watch my because I'm an older man now, so I have to limit my chi. But it's always good to invest your chi, because something feels good. Things move forward. I mean, I'm spending 1 whole hour talking to you about life in Canada, about life. The social musings and stuff about my career, my future career. Eventually, I will be heading out to England, the mother home world, not Canada. Yes, these are crown tax dollars that are using to crown Alberta government tax dollars to German and the Germanic Soviet wave. It's still Chinese, I don't know, or Russian, I don't know. I don't know, I have to learn that language still. Learning black indigenous language, oh for sure, that's a no-brainer right there. Learning their culture, becoming very culturally aware of working with indigenous people. Yes, for sure. I know that a lot of their current situation is a framework of a post-apocalyptic experience. Anything you can imagine that was post-apocalyptic happening to me, like that happened to the indigenous, did happen to indigenous body snatchers, kidnapping, the governmental kidnapping of their children, assimilation, apartheid, government, genocide, all the germ warfare, mechanical warriors, all sorts of post-apocalyptic terrorists that are very Shelley-like, or William, if it happened to them. So enough is enough. We have to restore their culture, or restoration of their culture.